Did you ever meet the other 5 guys who were in Nirvana before you playing
The other
drums?
drummers?
Some of them, yeah.
Are they bitter?
I don't think so. Well, I haven't seen him in a long time. I remember meeting one of them, and he shows up in a monster truck over at the house where Kurt and I lived. He's like, "Hey, let's go get some beers." And we went down to, this is Olympia, Washington. We went to a grocery store, and next door there was a laundromat. He goes, "Hey, y'all got a quarter?" We go, "Yeah." He jumps in an industrial-sized dryer and goes, "Put the quarter in."
Oh,
and
my
he got in the
God.
dryer and just flipped around for a couple minutes and then knocked on the window. We let him out.
Oh, my
Well,
goodness.
it's kind of like the Pete Best story. I would love to meet the 5 other guys who are in Nirvana and what they're doing now. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't that be sort of an interesting
Well, I know
TV
2
show?
of them. Chad, I think, was the drummer right before me. Chad lives in Bainbridge Island, and he's really, he's got his own music thing going, and he's happy.
They should form a band, 5 drummers all
Oh, my
together,
God.
just sitting there like some sort of, I don't know, some kind of drumming thing.
Well, the other one,
Yeah.
Dale Crover, the guy who played drums on the first Nirvana record, he and Chad both played, but he was like my drumming hero. So, and he's on the cover of Modern Drummer. And
Why was he not good
everyone's
enough? Did you ever ask Kurt?
Well, he was in another band. He was in Kurt's favorite band, and Kurt would borrow him sometimes.
Oh, I see.
So,
So he didn't want to leave his favorite band. Meanwhile, he should have left that
Yeah,
favorite
what was
band.
the favorite band?
Yeah,
they
big
called the
mistake.
Melvins.
So, Dave, I don't understand something about you. I don't understand how you became this great guitar player. You were in Nirvana, you were the drummer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now you're this front man with a guitar. And I don't understand how you made that transition. So when Nirvana ends, were you so wealthy at that point that you could have stopped everything?
Yeah.
You could have, right? Because when I think of Nirvana, I think of Nirvana money for a second. It had to be insane. 3 guys touring,
He didn't really tour that much.
but the records, you sold a lot of records.
So a lot of records.
And I guess there was enough money there that you could have lived the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I was 24, 25 years old. I'd never made more than $3.25 an hour,
What were you worth?
I don't really even remember.
$100 million?
Oh, no way.
$50 million?
No, not that
$25
much.
million.
Not that much either.
$15 million?
Maybe.
All right, so somewhere around $15 million you were worth. It's true. You could have just
Damn.
said, you like that.
That's highball, too.
Wish I was in Nirvana.
Yeah, what were you doing? You should drop
was
out of
working-
high school, you maniac.
I was working at a music
You're
store.
over at that junior college wasting time. So now, all of a sudden, I would look at it as freedom. I've got $15 million in the bank, and if I go and do some music now,
There's no risk.
yeah, at least I've got
Well,
my $15 million.
honestly, that's one of the foundation of this band is so perfect because everything that we've done, we've never had this aggressive financial.
With Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
Right.
like we've always just been mellow. Like, let's make it about the music. Let's not talk about money. Let's just go have a good time. And
But what do you mean not talk about money? I mean, Taylor wants to talk about money. He doesn't have $15 million in the bank.
well, also all of these albums that we've put out, they're on my label, and I just license them to Sony BMG.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, and so we own our whole catalog. So nobody tells us how to do stuff.